Alright, welcome to Brandon's Basic Fuel Saving Spa Guide. Here I am. IMSA full. Track temp is 100. So you can see I am this should be lap 8 of a stint of 19. So still about 11 laps in the tank, so roughly 12 gallons of fuel. Not my fastest lap, but it's a good lap to show. Here we go. Come to turn 1, 100 board out the left, just as past the pillar, we're on the brakes. I like to keep it in second. You can use first here. I think second flows through the corner first. Hard on the fast, early as possible. Let it flow. Down hard, drifting up. Shorten this part of the track as much as possible. Whole lot of curb here on the entry. Touch. And then, just to show you what I'm looking at here. See the black marks? Right here, these are your indications of when to open up your steering. You can see as we get to them, I'm opening up my steering. Right? Opening up the steering because you can't see the top of the hill, but you can take all sorts of this. Right? The slowdown is based on your right side tires in this curb, or the middle of the car in this curb. Look at all the curb that you can take. Straighten this out. Lowers the steering input that you need over the top of the hill as your car's unloading. It's the safest way to keep the car planted coming over here. Alright, coming down the straight. We're looking at this dirt patch here. This is your basic lift point. Alright, unless you're passing somebody, there's no real reason or a qualifying lap to be on the throttle past that. Okay, so we're going to lift here. Then we're going to brake here at the start of the curb. Right? We're trying to get all over the inside curb and all over this. You can take even more of that. You can be super aggressive. Okay? You can be super aggressive coming over that curb. We come. Watch my throttle. You want to try to not get all the way off the throttle. As much throttle as you can hold while still getting there to cut is the best that you can do here. 100 board, all right, is a good place to lift coming into this corner, especially if you're struggling with it, but your braking point should be the start of this curb. Okay, easy on the downshifts coming down the hill, right? Don't be afraid to delay that downshift into second. Out, light on the brakes here, just letting it flow through the corner, keeping in third, hard in. All right, no good braking marker here. All right, there just really isn't. Right, there's really nothing. You can kind of use the 50 board if you can see it as it comes to your pillar, but that's kind of about it. There's nothing else. It's just a feel corner. Right. Again, either shift early or shift really late. Right, and we want to keep the throttle on the whole time, trying to get a point down. Coming in here, we're braking before the curb, about where the 100 board is on your left. Trail braking through the corner. All right, you want to try to get on these curbs as much as possible. All right, before the curb here, shift in second, aiming for the curb at where the green stops, then on throttle power out. As the black ends there, that's where your turn is for there, trying to get to the inside curb. You turn in early, you're going to tighten it. That's when you're going to lose the car. You turn in late, you're going to end up in the gravel to the outside. Okay, here we're drifting out, getting our right side tires over to open this up. Look at the very minimal amount of steering angle that you need. Cranking it over there. All right, next fuel saving part, this sign here, or this line. That's where you want to be lifting, somewhere in between where the sign disappears and that line. Okay, the brakes, not much of a brake marker here. Right, you can see the 100 out here, but this is what I use. You can basically see it day or night, actually, is just this little dirty white line, right? That's where I'm going to be looking at to get on the brakes, right? Just as I get to it in my field of view. Braking hard on the brakes, all over this inside curb. Open it up, all over the inside curb. On throttle out, all the way to the line. This is your basic lap guide of Spa.